So guys, you might have guessed it, you may not have. If you haven't, what rock have you been living under? It's Black Ops 2. And well, this isn't one of those gameplay videos where I'm like, yes, I'm awesome. This is a little bit of a kind of insight into it from my perspective. I wrote up a column on crossfire.nu, but you know, you can learn a lot more from a video, I think, because you can kind of understand it a little bit more. So do excuse the way that Jesse J is just singing in the background. I do have the Radio 1 Live Lounge just kind of going on, but just so you guys can get a little bit of an inkling into what I'm actually going on about in the article, this is a little bit of domination. Not like that, you dirty people. It's literally a little bit of a game type where it's kind of like CTF, or you've got to basically control 3 points on the map. They're all kind of flags. You just got to sit there, get your booty down, and control as much of the map as possible. Obviously, you got players all up against you, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm playing with Oshi7 and Discourse Nuts. These guys are from, mostly where you'll probably know them from is DayZ. So it's a little bit kind of us three plus a couple of others. But mostly we're just kind of giving it a go. This is their first time in the game. I've been playing for a little while, but you can still see I'm rolling a very early start weapon. I'm not kind of running around with those incredibly overpowered things. I've just gone for a bit of a light SMG. I think it's an MP7 with that fast reload and the laser on the front. It just kind of makes it seem a little bit better aiming from the hip fire. So my initial thoughts, I've got to say it, I feel dirty saying it, but I actually like this game. I wish I could tell you exactly as to why. I'm going to try and highlight it through this video, why I may be enjoying this. And a lot of people have been saying, you know, Black Ops 2, oh, it's the same thing. You know, we've seen it a million times before in all the other Call of Duty series. Fair point. You know what? There is a hell of a lot of them out there. But this one has that feel to it. That feel that I've only got from Enemy Territory and Call of Duty 4. I'm fussy, what can I say? But this game has something there. It's got that kind of element that makes me want to get better, makes me want to improve, makes me want to learn everything I can about this game. Obviously, I've come across with a few set skills from the likes of Call of Duty 4 and Enemy Territory. And I'm still trying to apply them here, and some of them work, some of them don't. It's quite nice to see how it's varying. But yeah, that's not the big thing here. It's the feel of it. It's okay. For example, movement. The movement's very fluid. It doesn't feel as clunky and heavy like other Call of Duty titles or other FPS games out there at the moment. It's very rare that I've seen, you know, another game, you know, aside from Enemy Territory or Call of Duty 4 or something, you know, very much on the Quake engine that I feel comfortable moving around in. It's always like I'm walking around in jelly or gravy or something. You know what I mean? It's like your feet are just kind of sliding along the floor. I'm not down with that. I like kind of having that kind of freedom to enjoy it, to strafe around, to lean about as well. Nice feature added here. Excuse me, but movement aside, you also have the likes of the aiming aspect. Obviously, this doesn't have dedicated servers yet. I'm hoping they get brought in, because that can make a huge difference. At the moment, if you're the host, you're probably going to do pretty damn well. But even with that involved, do you know what? The aiming's not that bad. The edge is pretty damn good. And I was surprised. That was one thing I was expecting to be kind of a really awkward aspect, is that the aiming was going to be all over there. You know, it was going to be another kind of port from the Xbox. But actually, it's pretty damn good. It rewards you when you aim well, and when you aim bad, you get punished and dropped by deceive, spelt incorrectly. You know, gotta revenge that. But yeah, it's nice. It's got a good feel to it. It's clean. It's responsive. It doesn't feel like I'm working against the game. It's like I'm working with it. So that's a really enjoyable feature right now, especially the hip fire element. Obviously, you guys probably know this from Enemy Territory if you've played it. You know, you don't iron sight in that game. So coming into this, where I don't have to depend completely on iron sighting, I'm really enjoying it. But okay, back to the game type as well. Now, a lot of the Call of Duty community are very tentative towards feeling anything other than resent against this game at the moment, just because, you know, we're search and destroy players. And that game type does not apply to this game. I'm going to put it out there now. That will not work any way, shape, or how. It's just not. It's not here. You know, this is a very fast-paced action kind of in-your-face game, and I'm not against that. It's quite nice. Enemy Territory, you're always, you know, got something going on. Whether it's okay, the enemy's spawning now, let's start pushing. Or, oh, we've got 10 seconds till we spawn, and they're on a long spawn. Let's push. You're always going. You know what I mean? You guys will know. Maybe Call of Duty players won't. But as I was saying, the whole kind of S&D thing will not work here, so I'm quite interested to see if, you know, CTF will be picked up. Maybe this, maybe Domination. You know, who knows what kind of game type is really going to kind of prove itself to be the one that's going to be picked up in the competitive community. But, well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a change. As much as I love the way that the COD community will probably go, no, we don't like it, because their kind of normal skill sets won't apply. You guys from enemy territory will know you don't win as an individual, you win as a team, and you lose as a team, you know what I mean? No one player can ever cost you a game. You lose as a team, simple as that. But in COD 4, you can be carried by one player. Simple as that. One guy can have the game of his life, and that is you. You know, you may as well just go, GG, fair play, you know what, I'm done. Fair enough, you know, have the win. But this game feels different. You can't do that. Yes, you can, you know, exceed as an individual, but you can't carry like crazy because the objectives are team play based. Simple as that. And I like it. I like seeing Call of Duty in that kind of new aspect to me. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, what do you know about Call of Duty? Well, I played it for quite some time. Call of Duty 4 was my game for the vast majority of it. I played it on a good level, arguably. But, you know, for me, the game got so slow, it got very dull, it got very repetitive. And, well, the game mode S&D kind of encourages that, and I hated it. I hated the way that it encouraged really bad behaviour in game. If that doesn't sound too condescending, I'm sure it does. But it's not meant to be. It did. It encouraged you to play as an individual rather than a collective. It encouraged you to be slow and campy and dull. And spectators don't want to view that. Like, I'm enjoying watching the clips coming out so far for this game because, you know, it's very like, okay, my teammate was here, this allowed me to do this, this, and this. And from that, yes, I was individually brilliant, but without my teammate beside me, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So that's another thing I'm enjoying. But yeah, this game to me so far has the potential to be the next kind of shooter. To me, I tried CSGO. I still am, you know, I still cast that game. But that love isn't there for it. Enemy Territory had my heart, geez, from years ago. But, you know, that game kind of moved on. The community I loved and I was a part of isn't really there anymore. You know, you've got new players in the scene and I like that. You know, it's not dominated by the age-old names that have been there for yonks. Call of Duty kind of had the same. Call of Duty 4, that is. And I tried CSGO. I've been casting it a while. I'll be casting it iSeries. And I appreciate it. I appreciate what it does and what's brilliant about it. But that spark isn't there. That little kind of, I want to improve this game. That I want to learn everything I can about it. I want to learn the maps, the positions, the guns, the movement, the styles I need to progress, and I want to see where this game can go. That's another big thing for me. It's just it's on the edge of glory, as Lady Gaga puts it. But excuse the terrible kind of quoting there. It's got the possibility to be something better than the previous titles. Geez, I didn't even play the original Black Ops because I'm not someone who'll just pick up a game for the sake of it being popular. I tried CSGO because I thought, do you know what, this could be that game. This could be the one that's going to turn out good. We need a new FPS. Maybe this could be it. But who knows? My point is, I want you guys who are kind of watching this, you unfortunate souls, to tell me your thoughts so far. Do you think this could be the next FPS for you? Do you think there's too much that needs to be done? Is it just not going to work? And tell me why. Don't give me the age-old, oh, it's just Call of Duty. Don't do that. Come on, we're better than that. We're FPS gamers. We're fussy. We're smart, and we've been around way too long to be coming out with boring answers like that. I want to know specifically why you wouldn't want to play this game. Why you wouldn't give it a chance. It's actually not that expensive either. I was damn impressed. I was getting ready to remortgage my house, but it's not too bad. Tell me in depth why. Tell me, you know, dedicated servers are a massive point to you. Fine, I understand that. I do not blame you in the slightest. Tell me that you don't like the game types. Tell me why. Tell me why you, as a player, don't want to work as a team. I want to know. Personally, I want to shoutcast this game. I want to play this game. I want to see where it can go as a competitive esport. But who knows where the cards will land and, you know, what will happen. It's got the potential to be something good, is all I'm going to say. So, guys, this is the first video and hopefully many. Maybe with less kind of crappy music next time, who knows, you might be in for a treat. But so far for me, Black Ops has something. Black Ops 2 has something. What that is yet isn't defined. but I'm sure we'll find out, and I hope you guys give it a chance. Don't come in here with the kind of preconception that's going to be bad. I did that, and I had to eat my words, because I sat there and played it all night. I had that horrible moment where you've drunk too much coffee and too many Red Bulls, and you get those kind of caffeine sweats when you're sitting there and kind of shaking. It wasn't good, it wasn't pretty, but I got a better weapon. But point being, guys, let me know your thoughts, because this could be the game I pick up. This could be the next game for me to cast. But who knows? So that's it from me so far, but, you know, keep your eyes open. There will be more videos coming out, I can only hope, if my PC can obviously kind of keep up with it. But guys, I'll be playing Black Ops for the next couple of weeks, maybe months, maybe years, who knows. But will you be? That's a big question.